Like one time I was in my room and I cried like so much. I was like, God, what's going on? Like you don't know if you're going to eat tomorrow or the next tomorrow, but once you hear songs, you dance, you're happy, everybody's happy. So the culture is very raw, like, and that's why in the music too is we talk about love, happiness, girls, dance, because it's just, we just want to be happy. At the time we dropped CARO, I was actually in university in Manchester. So that's when I met Wizkid. And when we dropped the record, the first, like, let's say 4 months of the record blowing up, I didn't even know that it was blowing up. My mom said, you're joking. Once my mom says you're joking, it's like a bouncer saying, not today.
Hey, what up? It's Game, man. NandoLeaks.
Hey, what's up? Yo, this is 50 Cent.
Hey, this is Fernando.
Hey, yo, Fernando. What's up? It's DJ Khaled.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is J Balvin. NandoLeaks, okay?
Fernando. X is in that station for a reason, baby, all right?
NandoLeaks Real Talk.
Yo, what up, your boy Fernando, a.k.a. Mr. Keep It Hot, Keep It Banging. Welkom bij een gloednieuwe podcast, Real Talk. Dat is mijn eigen talkshow, waarin ik binnenlandse en buitenlandse artiesten spreek. Sowieso, als je het kanaal wil supporten, like, subscribe, als je liefde in je hart hebt. We gaan het kanaal groter maken. Dit is een plek waar je alles leert over mensen waar je geen idee van hadden wat ze allemaal hebben doorstaan in het leven. Vandaag heb ik een man uit het buitenland laten overkomen. Hij is hier in de building. Hey, the one and only L.A.X from Nigeria is in the building.
Drum roll.
My brother!
What's up, man?
Yeah, man. Good to have you here, man.
I'm excited to be here, man.
I've seen your success.
Yes, sir.
and a lot of people don't know that we've known each other for a while now.
Yeah.
Through the internet.
Crazy. That's where everyone meets now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you saw me playing your song years back.
Yeah.
How crazy is that for an artist from Nigeria, seeing this crazy guy in Amsterdam going crazy on your song, pushing it on the radio? How is that?
Yeah, for me, to be honest, I'm always grateful for every step, for every success, even if it's the smallest success. So that's why you saw that when I saw you play my song, I messaged you that thank you for, showing love. And that's what I do for everybody that, plays my song anywhere in the world. I just make you know that I see it and I appreciate it. So
yeah, it's a beautiful thing because I believe that if you have a platform and you have the possibility of promoting and helping talent, you should always do that. I've been doing that for like 20 years on the radio. So I just believe that's what we should do, help each other where possible.
Yeah,
but
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I mean, if I could help you out and just pushing the music, because you got a new single out with Ronnie Flex.
Yes.
A major big artist in the Netherlands. How do you guys link up?
Yeah, so I had a show in Rotterdam.
Yeah.
So I met this two producers, Genius, and they told me that, they've been listening to my song and they have a studio session tomorrow with Ronnie Flex.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm there.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, because I'm like a studio rat. Like, anywhere I hear the music, I'm always there. So we went, Balance was like the first beat I heard, and I always feel like there's a reason for everything. So I felt like God wanted them to play that beat at that time, and I recorded it. Ronnie too. The studio session was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, we listened to the song, after we finished the song, we listened to the song for the next 4-5 hours.
Wow.
Just jamming to it. So it was a good experience for me.
And how do you figure out the content of the song? Because did the beat spoke to you and was like, okay, it got to be something with balance, we got a vibe. How did you determine the subject?
This was different because most times I always come up with the first, I'll say the first entrance of every song. But this one, Ronnie came in different.
Yeah.
And I just had to, make it sweeter and nicer. So yeah.
Dope. And a lot of people don't know, but the very first time I heard your vocals was with Wizkid.
Yeah.
Wizkid, also an artist that I've met and interviewed. A genius. Yeah. So I heard you on, that was CARO, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, this song is CARO. It was a vibe because I started playing it on the radio and it was dope. And I remember saying L.A.X, like Wizkid, L.A.X. Could you take us back to the time when that record came out and people started to talk about you? Because at that time, I believe you were signed to Wizkid.
Yeah, I was.
To take us back to that time, CARO.
Yes, that was a crazy time. At the time we dropped CARO, I was actually in university in Manchester. So that's when I met Wizkid. And when we dropped the record, the first, like, let's say 4 months of the record blowing up, I didn't even know that it was blowing up.
Oh, why? How come you wasn't in school?
Because I was in school. I was working. I'm always like focused because I really like school. And I already promised my dad and my mom that I'm going to finish before I, start music fully, like take it very seriously. So the song was blowing up. So I think I got a show. And Wizkid came and was like, oh, these people want you to perform with me and you have to come. So I flew from Manchester back home to Nigeria. We took like another 2 hours ride because it was outside the main city.
Yeah.
Bro, I got there and I'm like, shit. It was crazy. Yeah. Like I got off stage. When I was on stage first, I didn't know what was happening. It was like, I was confused because that's like, what's going on? Like everyone is singing, everyone is. So we came off stage and I just saw like people running after my car and just hitting it and saying, we love you, this, that. That was like my first experience of celebrity.
Wow. And was it immediately addictive that you was like, okay, let me finish school fast or stop school?
So I actually almost stopped school twice. Like after that experience, I'm like, I'm not going back to school, man. I'm just going to stay and do this music. Like, this is crazy. Like, this. And
then your parents came with a slipper. Was like,
my mom said, you're joking. Once my mom says you're joking, it's like a bouncer saying, not today. Like what she said, I just knew that I was joking actually. So I went back. Then I finished my undergrad, came out with a nice grade. Then after my undergrad, then I told her, okay, now go to my undergrad. Yeah. Can I now? She said, bro, you got to do your master's. I'm like, oh shit.
So then you had to finish your master's as well.
So this is it. Undergrad, I had CARO blowing up crazy. Yeah. At that point, I felt like, oh, this is my only chance. Now I've missed it. Yeah. So I said, okay, you know what? I pray to God, God helps me. Then I got to masters. Then I had Ginger. Yeah. That was another big record. Yeah. With Wizkid as well. I'm like, man, I can't miss this chance. Yeah. Man, I need to go and focus on this music. But that's when I was doing my master's. So I finished it 2 years, 3 years off music, just trying to find my balance. And from there, I started, releasing again and just dropping good music.
But like, what kind of school did you finish? What did you study?
So for the undergrad, I did business with HR. Okay. Then for my master's, I did innovation management.
Okay. So your mom was happy when you finished. She was like, okay, now you could do what you want to do.
Yeah. So, but you know what? Guess what? They were tricking me. They thought after I got my certificate, I'll be like, I'm done with the music. Yeah. But I was.
Wow. But like, how was that? Because you was in school when you had a hit with Wizkid. How did you guys like connect? Because like, did you meet him through a friend or?
Yeah. So my stylist at the time sent my songs to him. Yeah. And he just said he loves it. Then I should come and meet him. But he thought I was in Lagos. Yeah. But I was in school. So when she told me, I booked the next flight, went to Lagos. Wow. So we linked up and so he was coming, good for me, he was coming back to London for like the next week. Yeah. So when we signed like in 2 days. Like when he saw me, he liked my vibe, we signed in 2 days. Then I followed him back to London. So that's when we recorded CARO. We recorded CARO in London, shot the video in London.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it was always a good thing for me as well. He was always in London at that time.
Yeah,
it was
so you could record all the songs.
So we were linking up, meeting. And I was going back home once. My mom doesn't know my dad. I'll just go do some music.
Yeah. Because it was always your passion to do music, but you just had to find your way.
To be honest, like, I wouldn't say it was my passion at first. Because I started doing music late. Like, I'll say, not late, but like maybe I was 14, 15. Mm-hmm. And before music, I wanted to be an accountant. Okay. I wanted to be like a businessman. I wanted to have like hundreds of billions in my, like.
Was that your own passion or was that because your parents told you to finish school?
No, that was where I grew up. That's how I grew up. That's what I wanted from when I was young. Like when I was young, you see me sit down like on a chair and table.
Yeah.
And no one is there, but I'm saying, secretary, get me that. Like I was imagining me as a big person and a boss, and just business was all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So the way music came in was, I finished school, and when you're in Nigeria, when you finish school at a certain age, you're not allowed to go into uni immediately.
Okay.
So you have to have either a gap year, or you go for like extra lessons, or you go for A-levels, or you go for, there are like 4 or 5 things you have to do in between that
before
year,
you
go into uni. For me, I had 2 years to do what I wanted to do because I was too young. So I needed to do 1 year free before I even get into what I'll do before I get into uni.
Yeah.
So in that time, my friends were going to the studio. And in my class, when I finished high school, I was the only one that was in a music group. Everyone was in a music group, but I didn't care about music. Like, I knew like I had music background. I listened to music, but it wasn't a thing for me. So I went to the studio for the first time with my friends, and it was like by mistake.
Yeah.
They just called me, and their car broke down on the road.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to take them to the studio because I was like young, and I was the only one that had like a car at the time.
Yeah.
So I took them to the studio, got into the studio, and I just liked like the vibe of creating something out of nothing. Like you get into the booth, and from the first word to the first line to you have a song.
Yeah.
So it was like a mystery to me. So I was going to the studio every day, just like an audience, like just watching. So the producer guy looked at me and was like, "You this short guy. You're always coming to this studio. You never do anything. You just sit down, you buy food for everybody, buy alcohol, buy drinks. What's your talent?" And I was like thinking, I play football, but I don't have any talent. So it was like, "Oh, take the mic." So I did like a little freestyle, just jokingly.
Yeah.
And everyone was saying, "Oh, that's nice, that's cool." But I'm like, "No, this is trash." So I went home.
Yeah.
And the next day, obviously, because I was resuming to the studio every day.
Yeah.
So I got into the studio, and everyone was actually excited about my voice. And they were just saying, "You have something in your voice. Your voice sounds distinct. It sounds nice." Then the producer guy called me to the side and actually had like a man-to-man talk with me. Like, "I feel like you have something." So from then, that's when I just started.
Wow. And then it just kept going.
I just kept falling in love with the music. I just kept going to the studio. I was now going to the studio more than the people that took me. I was there every single day. I was in the studio.
And when the hit came with you and Wizkid, that was when you really saw this could be a career.
Yeah.
This could be something huge.
No, I think before that, because when I went back to uni, I already bought equipment. I already started recording. I was already like moving like an artist.
Yeah.
But Wizkid coming just took me to the next level and made me see that you can actually make something out of it.
Yeah. How proud are you when you look at his success and what he has accomplished? Like,
yeah, I think it's amazing. Like if you're close to Wizkid, you learn a lot. Like for me, I've learned so much from him because he's fearless.
Mm-hmm.
It takes like, I feel like the biggest power that you can have is your mind and being fearless.
Yeah.
And being able to take risk. So that's what he has. Like, if you sit down close to him, he always tells you what he thinks is gonna be. Like even before he broke in America, he would sit me down and he'll tell me that, "Watch, I'm gonna be big in America. I'm gonna be the biggest."
Yeah.
So he knew what he was doing. And it's crazy.
Yeah. And it's amazing to see all these artists out of Nigeria. Like it's like an invasion. Like you have like Burna Boy.
Bro, it's crazy.
Yeah, like
we're going like soldiers. Like it's like we're going for war. It's like hundreds of millions of us. And trust me, you haven't heard nothing like.
Because it's a real like I said, like as a radio DJ, I've always been invested in playing music that wasn't on the radar of a lot of people. A lot of people from Africa that I know, like they're raised with the music, But a lot of different artists in the Netherlands, they wasn't accustomed to hearing reggaeton, hearing Afrobeats and all that stuff. So when I started playing that, a lot of people was like, hey, but what is this? Like we don't understand it yet. And I always had something like, there will be a day where everything falls into place. And like the last couple of years, it started just like an avalanche, just going and going and going. How was that for you as an African artist from Nigeria, then seeing the music that's from your country, from the whole continent, from the whole motherland, just taking over the world by storm?
No, it's crazy. Like, everyone is proud, like, in the country right now. Everyone, even people that didn't want their children to do music, everyone is proud. Like, even for me, like, I was at Foot Locker at the airport when I was coming, and they were playing Rema, Ira Star, and it's just crazy. Like, some of my friends who send me them being in like Nando's, they're playing Sempe, or at the airport, they're playing Sempe. So I feel like it's a proud moment for everyone, even for the government of the country, for the people. Everyone is just excited that this is one thing that we can be proud of.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, like, all these artists just, do you also have like, on your to-do list, like, you see these artists, like, don't you want to like get in the studio with all of them and just record and do stuff? Is that because you're a musician, and I think when you listen to other artists, you be like, hey, maybe we should, hey, it'd be cool if I do a song with that and that person. Do you have your own list where you're working on in your mind, like, okay, I want to do a song with, I don't know, with
I feel like as you grow older in the game and in life, like your to-do list changes. So for me right now, I work with energy. Like, I don't go and look for anything. Like, I work hard, I'm in the studio, I'm praying hard, I'm working, but I'm not too like invested in, I want this and I want it. Like, I just let God lead, and that's like my biggest prayer. Like, if I wake up in the morning, it's like, God, thank you for making me wake up. Thank you for the gifts you've given me. Just lead me.
Yeah.
So I go with the flow and my energy with life. So if an artist comes or we meet somewhere, like Ronnie Flex now, it was energy, it was God.
Yeah.
It was someone that met me backstage. It was like, I'm going to the studio tomorrow. I like your music. And Ronnie Flex is coming. Ronnie Flex didn't know me. I didn't know Ronnie Flex, but now we know each other just from one record. So that's how I move right now.
Yeah, and are you going to be doing more with artists in the Netherlands? Have you listened to some more music?
This is my second home right now.
Yeah.
I'm always in the studio. Yeah. London used to be my second home. Sorry, London. But now I'm a Netherlands boy.
Yeah, so Dutch boy. We got to get you a passport.
I need a name and a passport. So if you can make it happen, make sure.
But are you also looking for a place out here to like?
Yeah. I'm looking for a place, man. I'm here, man. Trust me.
Yeah,
I'm here, man.
It's dope, man. To see like how that song Sempe, that's I don't know like what happens like when you press play on that song, it takes you on a vibe.
Yeah.
That's when I heard that song, it's like, whoa, he got his own. Like, every artist has their magical song. Like, Burna Boy has On The Low.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what he does, but when you play On The Low,
you know.
like something is sitting with 50 Cent. He made 1 million songs, but when he puts on in the club, so every artist needs that and has that special song. Yeah. And I believe that Sempe is that song for you. That's the song when I started playing, how we got in contact with each other. That's a song I believe that, I don't know, it has magic in it. How do you see that?
My tour manager actually said this yesterday. No, not yesterday, last week. Like, I asked him, what's your best L.A.X song? And I always ask people on like guard, on off guard.
Yeah.
So like maybe we're just talking now, different thing, and I just tell you, what's your best L.A.X song? So you don't need to think about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one. But Sempe is just...
It's a problem.
Like, there's just something about the song. And even me, like, when I recorded it, I knew that it was something. But I didn't know if people will understand where I'm coming from. Because for me, like, when I'm doing music, I like to experiment a lot. And I like to experiment commercially. Yeah. Experiment with something that I know can blow up. Not just experimenting. So when I did Sempe, I knew that this can take off, but I didn't know how or where people would love it. Because people love it outside and even back home. Like, it's crazy. So I connected with people overseas than back home. And I feel like that's what was happening in my head when I didn't know where it would work. But it's amazing to have that.
Yeah, it's a blessing. I mean, because that song takes you literally over the whole world. It's a song, and you have a lot of bangers. But that's what I said. Like, that's that song that's gonna keep you relevant forever. Because when you play it, people are like, oh, so it's just a vibe. It's just a vibe.
It's crazy.
And as a radio DJ, I like to find those songs and play them. I'm like, I gotta go to the motherland, man. I gotta get.
Have you gone to Ghana yet?
Never. I've never been to Nigeria, never been to Ghana. I really gotta go.
But the last time we spoke, you said you were coming.
I gotta go, yes. Maybe I gotta go with you, man.
Yeah,
like,
bro, trust me.
I wanna feel the vibe. I wanna see, because I've been pushing the music out here, but I don't know like how the vibe is
once
there.
you get there, then you push it more. You love it more because the culture is very raw.
Yeah.
Like, you get there and you understand why people are actually singing those types of songs.
Yeah.
Because, like, imagine you not knowing when next you're going to eat your next meal, or you're dancing. Yeah. Do you know how pure your heart can be? Like, you don't know if you're going to eat tomorrow or the next tomorrow, but once you hear songs, you dance, you're happy, everybody's happy. So the culture is very raw, like, and that's why in the music too is we talk about love, happiness, girls, dance, because we just want to be happy.
Yeah. And are you happy now?
I'm always happy, man. I'm always happy. I'm sad sometimes, but I make sure I'm always happy.
And what makes you sad? Like, what are things upsets L.A.X?
I feel like maybe sometimes I think I'm not where I want to be, but that's like the easiest sadness to overcome, because I always just be grateful.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, even me being alive, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
So when I feel like I'm not where I want to be, I always just tell myself that I'm grateful. And again, like, you're somewhere, like, you're doing something, you're touching lives. Because I feel like everyone always feels like they are not where they want to be.
True. I understand.
Like, that's just the human mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand it. Like, in my mind, sometimes I was telling my friend Gideon, doing this and that. He was like, but Fernando, do you know what you mean as a radio DJ, what you do for me? Yeah, but I could just, no, but you don't know. Like, you put it, like, sometimes I don't, it's like, when we spoke at a radio station and you told me, like, Fernando, people back home know who you is.
Yeah.
That kind of really touched my heart, because I was like, in my mind, I'm just doing what God gave me the power to do, like help people put their music out there and just push the culture. But when I hear words like you telling me that, like, people know you back home, I was like, whoa, this guy from Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So it touches me. But sometimes you're like, I'm not there where I want to be at.
Yeah, I feel like we just have to be grateful, man. Because at the end of the day, we're just here for a short time.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm always grateful. But again, if you don't think about things like that, then you don't push yourself more.
Yeah.
Then you get so relaxed and so.
Yeah, I don't want to be relaxed, man.
So it's good to be on your toes, but don't dwell. So I tell people, think, but don't dwell in the thinking. Like, don't sink yourself in, because then you don't know how to get out. But when you think 1 minute, once I think about it, I'm like, no, let's move. So keep it going.
Yeah. It's also a Nigerian thing to have that fire.
Yeah, you have to, man.
Yeah.
You know what? If you don't have it, like, the next man has it.
Yeah.
And if the next man has it, the next man is going and you're just looking. So once you feel sad, man, you see your brothers, they're going for something, you have to follow. I feel like if there's like a finish line and someone has finished before you, as long as you're still going, you're going to get to the finish line. It may take you longer, but as long as you're moving, you get there. Yeah. If you stop, then you lose.
Yeah, you got to keep the moves moving. I always say, man, you gotta focus.
Keep trying, man.
and keep dreaming, but also wake up and make the dream become reality. Because a lot of people like to dream and then be like, no, but he was lucky. No. you got to put in the work. Because luck doesn't, of course we need a little luck, but I believe luck is also based on preparation and being ready at the right time because you put in the work, because you was already doing your thing, and then just things happen, and then you got to keep going and keep moving. But in Nigeria, like Nollywood is very big. Like a lot of people, I don't know if people know, but you have Hollywood, you got Bollywood, but Nollywood is popping.
Bro.
Even on Netflix, I'm seeing Nollywood movies right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
How is that to see the movie industry dominate that way? Because Nigeria is...
So trust me, man, Nigeria, everyone is hardworking.
Yeah.
Like it's a norm to be hardworking. You have to be.
Yeah.
If you want to eat, you have to be hardworking.
Yeah.
So for Nollywood has been coming from like time. Like since when I was young, they were like even the first celebrities, I feel, before even the musicians. Like
wow.
Everyone already loved the people on the TV, the actress, the actors. And now like they've put in more work, like it's better quality, good cameras, they're flying, production team. So everyone is proud of that aspect too, actually.
And do you have like a Denzel Washington in Nigeria? Who's the Denzel Washington of Nigeria?
I don't want to call names now, so they don't.
Like a few, like.
But everyone is doing well. Okay. We have one of my friends now that is killing it.
Yeah.
You guys need to watch out for him, Tobi Bakre. Like,
okay.
So Nigeria, we never used to do action movies like that.
Yeah.
But this guy,
he plays in action movies.
Yeah, like it does like fighting.
Oh wow.
All this kind of crazy shit. It's crazy.
Oh damn. Okay, shout out. What's his name?
Tobi Bakre.
Tobi Bakre, man. Shout out to you. I haven't seen your movie yet.
You need to see his movie. Check out all the movies.
Oh wow. And are you going to be acting with him as well? Is that something you want to do?
I don't know. I'm too shy for that. I'm too shy for acting, man. But I don't know.
Don't be shy for acting, bro. You on stage performing like European
on stage,
World Tour.
On stage is different.
Yeah.
On stage is like, that's where my piece is. Trust me.
Okay.
Like, so when I'm performing, I see nothing.
Yeah. So
even if it's 5 people there, it feels like it's 100,000 people because I feel nothing. Like I'm just on stage and I just want to pour out my mind. That's where I feel free. So most times I don't even want to leave the stage.
Oh, you want to stay? I
just want to stay there. But that's my happy place. But movies I can try maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And see how it goes.
and the name L.A.X. believe you also used to collect sneakers, right?
Yeah.
It was a big
Black Horse sneakers.
Yeah. So that's why they used to call you L.A.
Yeah.
And you put an X behind it.
Yes.
LAX.
How did you know that?
Bro. It's NandoLeaks, man.
I'm trying to change that story, though.
Yeah? Okay, we're going to come up with a new story. We're going to say that your dream was always to go international, and then you landed on L.A.X. And when you came there, it was like, Sempe!
You need to write it down for me so I don't forget.
You come there, you land, and you're like, Sempe! and then be like, oh yeah, this is the name of the airport, international, flying around, L.A.X., man.
I think so. Someone actually thought that I got it from that, but I never even knew that the airport was L.A.X.
So you can use it, man. It's international, L.A.X.
So if you're watching this, you didn't know about this.
It's a new story.
It's a new story.
He landed. He was like, Sempe! And what's your favorite song now? What you're playing from yourself? Like every artist like listens to different music. That like we're on Sempe, but you could be on something different.
I think right now I'm on Easy on Me. That's like the first song off my album. That's the song I've been listening to a lot. And Change Your Life featuring KONSHENS too.
I like that song.
That one is mine.
Yeah. And why is there a special story behind it, or just the feeling it gives you?
Yeah, so Change Your Life, the 2 songs actually have stories behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So Change Your Life, I like the song like 6/10 when I recorded it. Then I sent it to KONSHENS, and what it did on it came back to me, and I liked the song like 12/10.
Oh wow.
So it just became my favorite. It's like the song sounded to me like my favorite artist just dropped the song. So it was new to me because it was a new verse, a new vibe. So that's why I like that one. Then Easy on Me, I recorded. So before I had this album, I had 4 albums. Recording. But every time I compiled the album together, I don't like it. Like I'm like, this album is not, it's not what I want it to be. So then I started this one. And I had this one, but I was looking for like a first track. I'm like, I need a track that will ease people into to the music. Like I didn't want, all the tracks I had were like bang, bang.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. So Easy on Me was like the last song I recorded, and it was in Amsterdam. The last final song. It wasn't even supposed to be on the album. So when I recorded it, I went to my hotel room and I started playing it, and I'm like, Easy on Me. I needed a song to ease people into this. The song is actually very easy.
Yeah.
That's the first track.
Dope.
And it just made the album what I wanted it to be.
Yeah. And
it was like the missing
link, and you just put it on it.
Album.
And are you now working on new material for your next project, your next album, or you just vibing out and just?
Bro, I have 6 albums. Don't worry. If it's music, I have albums.
Yeah.
Like I was sitting down with my road manager in London like 2 days ago, and I was telling him I have so much song that I don't even know what to do with it. Yeah. Like I'm confused because some days is like, this one is the next one after the album. Then I play him another one. He's like, no, this one is the next. I say, you two, you're confusing me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know which one to drop. But
give them to me, man. I'm gonna put up my DJ Khaled album, man. Like I'm planning on doing it.
I need to send you some records. I have some. I'm even right now, I'm open to selling records.
Let's go.
If you want to buy, just hit me up. Like, there's too many songs.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good because the way you have a lot of songs, you can always choose which song is the best, and it's an exercise. It's like what Tupac used to do. Write a lot of songs, and then you only get better and better. Every song is better, because music is like putting out your emotion on pen and paper, now on your telephone, recording it, but it's an emotion, and every time your emotion grows, your skill grows as well. Yeah. So it's another Sempe in between them, man.
Yeah, bro, I pray for that, man. I pray for like 10, 20 more Sempes, please.
Yeah.
God, you see my heart.
and hip-hop music, because like this year, hip-hop celebrates its 50-year anniversary. Who's your top 5 MC worldwide? If you would name your top 5,
MC. Okay. I won't say top 5.
Top 10.
Because I'll say 5 names.
5 names.
But I won't say top 5.
Yeah.
I'll say 5 that I like.
Okay. What do you like?
So that it doesn't become a serious issue. But I like Kendrick a lot.
Okay.
I like J. Cole. I like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
That's 3.
Yeah.
I like Tupac.
Yeah.
2 more. Can I do 2 more?
Yeah, go 2 more, yeah.
I like Meek Mill and Rick Ross.
Okay. Yeah, Meek Mill is a guy that I think if you like that raw, what you're talking about Nigeria, that raw energy, Meek Mill has that in his music.
Yeah, when I see him, he reminds me of myself.
Yeah?
In the sense that he doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Like he keeps going.
Yeah.
Even when there's like blockage or there's roadblock, it's like, I'm going to smash it out. I'm going to keep moving.
Yeah.
And that's like a great energy to have, because there are different times that they've tried to bring him down, but he still, comes back up. So.
What has been a big blockage for you then? A moment there where you was like, okay, I got to get up, I got to stand, I got to fight, I got to survive.
I've had some different ones, but the main one was at a point I couldn't drop songs. Like I wanted to, but for some reason, like I couldn't. Like there was different things stopping me from dropping songs.
A writer's block or?
No. Oh. So writer's block I've had that one. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But this one was just organizations, labels, different things in between, like checking which songs to drop. All the process. So I was getting so tired, and it was getting to like 1 year, 2 years. And people were tweeting, where's L.A.X? He hasn't dropped in a minute. So it was a crazy time. That was one.
Seems like a depressing time.
Bro, I don't even want to say depressed, because I hate using those words on me.
Yeah.
But it was just a very sad time.
Yeah.
Then writer's block. But now this writer's block I had wasn't that the lyrics wasn't coming. It was like my voice wasn't just singing.
Okay.
It was crazy. Like one time I was in my room, and I cried like so much. I was like, God, what's going on? Because when I go to the studio, I try. My voice wasn't sounding as sweet as I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
My voice wasn't just doing like the ranges that I wanted. It was just like it was cut off. And it was a crazy time. So I kept praying. Then I think I traveled to like a different country. And I came back. So it was there for like 6-7 months, bro.
Oh, wow. Which period was this at? 2 years back, 3 years back?
It was, let's say like 2017, 18.
Before Sempe?
Yeah, before Sempe.
So see, there's the blessing you got.
Yeah.
Sempe is the blessing.
Sempe is the blessing.
You see?
Like, it was crazy. Like, even before I dropped the album, 1 week before, I called the label that they should take it off.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you wanted to take the song off?
The whole project.
Everything, the whole project. Oh, wow. But why? Because your voice and everything was...
No. This was like me, 2 nights before, or no, not 2 nights, like a week before, I was so scared, anxiety. Then I was thinking that the album wasn't good enough. Then I had a meeting with one of my friends and it was like, man, I know you, how you can record. I don't think this is like the best of you. Man, I was like, God, I don't want to drop it again.
Oh, wow.
Then shout out to my manager, Titi. She was like,
bro. So you almost didn't drop Zaza vibes?
Yes, Zaza vibes.
Oh, wow. You almost didn't?
Yeah.
Bro. Bro. Wow. So if it wasn't for your manager talking, sensing...
So my manager at that point, she didn't even want to listen to what I was saying. It was like, we've put it in.
Yeah.
It's going.
Yeah.
It has to drop.
Yeah.
Regardless of how you feel, just get out of your feelings and drop this shit. Like there's no going back. We've put it in. It's going to be out on Friday.
Yeah.
So I just said, God, take control, man.
And has these things made you more religious? Like more, like sometimes when you go through stuff in life, it makes you believe even more in God.
Yeah, I've always been a strong believer, but like all these blockages and everything, the obstacles, it makes you, more prayerful and it makes you believe more because at the end of the day, like God just always comes through.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just see it and you can feel it.
Yeah.
And I believe in God so much. And I believe that everybody has like a channel to God, like when it comes to religion. I don't think there's one favorite religion. I feel like God is the highest being and there are just different channels to get through to him.
Wow. And L.A.X settling down, family, or you just relax on that one?
Yeah, no, I have a beautiful girlfriend.
Oh, nice.
Very sexy girl.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Very, very sweet girl. But I want to get married, man. I love family so much. Like I'm the type of person that I want a family that we wake up in the morning, everyone sits on the dining table, have breakfast, and ask each other, how was last night? How was your day? How was your week? Have sessions together, travel together. Like I'm a big family man.
Yeah.
But I've had so much heartbreak that I don't know if...
Heartbreak?
I don't know if I want another heartbreak, but I want a family man.
Yeah. But because you had a lot of heartbreaks in your previous relationships, you've been more standoffish too.
Yeah, I've been more like... I'm a lover. Like I like to love and I like to show I'm vulnerable when I'm in love, but I just always think about like people can actually like betray you.
Always. But I think that's the thing in life. I mean, you can't control
anybody
people.
else. Yeah.
It's like, it's with friendship. I mean, you could be as loyal as you want, but it doesn't mean that a person has the same loyalty factor as you.
Yeah.
You're only praying that the friendship is so strong that the values like come in balance, but you could never know. And same with family. Sometimes you have family, but it doesn't mean you can get along with every cousin.
Yeah.
I mean, the same cousin could rob you, for instance, and be like, yo, L.A.X, yo, give me money. So sometimes you just got to be lucky that you meet people on your path that has the same baggage as you, the same beliefs, and they're on the same frequency and have the same values. I think when you meet that, but nothing is perfect. I always believe we're work in progress.
Yeah.
And when we try to be perfect, then that's the moment where everything falls down.
Yeah.
We put a lot of pressure on ourselves. Yeah, got to be like this and that. Because maybe instead of you having a whole family of 8 kids on table, maybe it's 4 kids.
Yeah. No, me, I don't even care, even if it's 1 kid.
Yeah.
But I just want a family, and I always put pressure on myself. But again, like, I'm a free-minded person. Like, I feel like from the big, like what I said at first, like, I just let God, like, lead me.
So God led you to your girlfriend now?
Yeah. I think God led me to her.
And she might be the future baby mama.
No baby mama. She wouldn't like me to call her baby mama.
Okay.
She would like wife first.
Wife. Okay. So you got to bring out the ring.
You can't just think that you want to. Nigerians don't like that.
It's a process. It's a process. But don't rush it. I mean, if it's good, it's good, and time will tell you. And if and God leads always. So if He tells you tomorrow, marry, then you will get the feeling.
No, but guess what? Like right now, I'm feeling like marry. You know?
Yeah. You're locked down.
Like I'm feeling like I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm saying this to you, because as I'm saying this now, these people, when they see it on the internet, they'll go put it there.
No, but it's the same thing. Like,
well, I feel like I'm ready. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's good, because you know the thing is the same thing with we're having a real conversation about real things. A lot of people go through the same stuff, but they get scared of love. And when they get scared of love, they panic and they stay away from it.
Yeah.
So they don't bless themselves with love. Because we guys, I could speak about myself, like I've always been afraid to embrace love. Yeah. Because I always had that feeling from, well, maybe I don't deserve it. So I always used to sabotage like every relationship, like, oh, like automatically, like, and then later on you figure out a lot of sabotaging you do in relationships, they're much deeper within ourselves, with doubts we have about ourselves, being insecure about a lot of stuff. Yeah. And when people are on the receiving end, if you're in a relationship or you have a situationship with someone, they could often think, oh, this person is a bad person. Yeah. But no person is born bad. You do crazy stuff based on things you go through.
Yes.
And that's why I like to have these conversations, because right now we're educating someone or teaching someone or placing a seed in their minds. Hey, maybe I should talk about this. Because when people see L.A.X talking free about life and he been ups and downs, that makes you a real person and a real artist.
Yeah. No, for me, like, for like interviews, I like to be I like to be my person.
Yeah.
So people can see me for who I am. Because if you go to my Instagram, you just see me think this guy is like a bad guy. This is that. But I'm like a normal person. I live my life very normal.
Yeah.
Like everyone that is around me, everybody that is with me, they know that. Like I see life as we are humans before anything.
True.
Like I always strip myself off any celebrity and just be myself.
Yeah.
Maybe only time I'm a celebrity is when I'm in my video or on my shows. Like I just bring the character, but normal living, like I'm normal.
Yeah. That's the best way, bro.
Yeah. I even do so much normal things that my friends are like, you can't do that. You know you can't do that.
What are the things the normal things you do?
Like one day, like, so during like Corona time, I was so bored in the house. I'm like, I'm going to the supermarket with you guys today. Like nobody's telling me no. They're like, no, if you go, we're going to stress us. So we get to the supermarket. I come down like a normal person. I'm going into the supermarket. Bro, I see people just coming. L.A.X, L.A.X, can we take a picture? L.A.X. The whole supermarket went crazy.
Yeah.
So we got into the car. I had to even spend so much money. We got into the car and my friends were angry. They're like, you see, we told you cannot go out. Now you've gone there and you've caused problems. So I just like to be very normal.
Yeah. Is there something it seems like it's something you try to hold on to, not to lose yourself in the madness.
Yes. Because I think that so many people are living a character.
Yeah.
Like because they are this person, they want people to see them as this person every time, because they feel if they don't see them as that, then there's no respect, there's no celebrity. But I don't want to be like that, because music is music to me. Yeah. But my life is more important. Like the way I want to be viewed, the way I want to be seen, the life after music, want my legacy, what I want my children to see about me, know about me, hear about me, is key to me.
The legacy is key, man. Like that says everything about the person you are, that you're focused on the important stuff. Because right now we're living in a movie with all these social media
it's
things.
Crazy, man.
Like I'm seeing people like, but wait, on cam, you're like, but who are you? Like everything has to be picture perfect. You're looking at a picture and you're seeing everybody happy. Not everybody's happy.
Yeah. Like I feel very, very blessed to be born when I was born.
Why is that?
Because I was born, now I'm 30. I was born 1993. So I'm in the middle of, I saw before Gen Z. You get what I'm saying? I saw when we go to stores to buy CDs. I saw when a celebrity was only seen during shows.
Yeah.
And not every time on Instagram.
Yeah.
I saw when we were feeling the love. Like your girlfriend, you go to your girlfriend's house, you meet her maybe at an occasion, not just on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I know how to live that life. Then I'm in the middle of, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and all those stuff too. So now I understand how to juggle it.
Yeah.
But you see the ones that are born from this era get so depressed easily because of all you've been saying. Because they want the perfect life. They see everybody on Instagram carrying the Dior bag, the Gucci, and they don't know, there's no process of how it was made.
Yes.
They just want it.
Yes.
But me, I'm coming from a generation where we work for the money. Like, we must work for the money.
Yeah.
Like nothing comes free.
Yeah.
And that's why now, like, it's crazy out there. Like people are getting depressed. People are killing themselves. People don't know who they are anymore because they are living from some next person's life. So it's crazy now.
It's dangerous. I mean, like also how I try to raise my boys after my son, two sons, and what I try to tell them is like, you have to put in the work because you could want everything. Yeah, can I get this? And my son tells me, you can pay for that. No, but what have you done? Yeah, but you see my report card. He's 6. I was like, hey, Brad, what's wrong with you? He was like, yeah, you remember what you said when I was 4? I got to do my best on school. When I get good grades, then we go shopping. I remember, I promised this guy this. So he gets me back in my own words. But it's the most beautiful thing that, and it's also hard because on one hand, you have these small human beings looking up to you. And like I said, we're all flawed. We're not perfect as human beings and not as parents. And we try to figure out a way how to do it the right way. But that scares me sometimes because like I'm a perfectionist in what I do. Like when I do radio, I get up at 4 because I want to be there at 5 to do the show from 6 to 10. When I do the voiceovers for cartoons, I'm there an hour before. When I'm in the podcast studio, I want to be there before. I got to look good. I raise the bar so high that sometimes I put so much pressure, I forget to relax. So that's my process. I have to learn how to relax and be grateful sometimes. It's good. Yeah. It's good. Relax. Go to Nigeria. Go to Ghana. Go see your people. Go. Like get out some more. Like I'm too obsessed with. So I learn a lot from these conversations because, like I said, like conversations are so powerful because stories are the best methods of learning stuff about people. Yeah. Because good stories is the best source of knowledge. Because when you listen to stories, everything is a story. You watch great movies, a story. You listen to your parents telling stories. When you go to bed, stories. When you listen to music, stories. Read books, stories. Yeah. So stories are like the source of information. So if you record a good conversation, a good story, it could impact millions of people. That's my purpose.
Yeah. I think me too. I'm always on YouTube actually watching. I like real life stuff. So you never catch me watching anything comedy. Yeah. Like I watch documentary, interviews. Yeah. Just pick from different artists. How are you thinking?
You gotta watch the one from Conor McGregor. That's a cool one on Netflix.
Yeah, I've seen that. Trust me. There's nothing I haven't seen. Any documentary I've seen.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it just came out a couple of days ago.
I haven't seen it.
I'm addicted.
Is that one crazy? Is that one crazy?
Yeah, it's dope because he explains how he came from Austria and he wanted a career in the States, and everybody thought he was crazy. And he built himself up, became a bodybuilder, successful, #1. Then he moved to Miami, became successful. Then one day he just decided to stop because he had a different dream. He wanted to become an actor. People started to laugh at him. You're never going to be an actor. So he schooled himself, so smart that he figured out a way how to make money off of real estate. So he became a millionaire before he had his big acting gig.
Shit.
It's next level. Like, yeah, I love it because
I need to watch it.
Yeah, because most of the time we look at documentaries and we only see like the success, but he's like explaining the actual
process.
Yeah.
No, I like to listen to different, especially successful people, because I want to know their mindset. Like,
yeah, me too.
How were they thinking to get to where they are now? Because it's not easy. Like, you have to be different to be successful.
Yeah. Be different, man. Bro, I want to give you a big shout out. Thank you for coming on my podcast.
Yes.
Real
outside.
Talk. So whenever you out here, you want to talk, you want to conversate, you want to have a great conversation, my platform is your platform.
Yes, boss.
So I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. I poured my heart out. So some people have never seen me like this before.
It's real talk, man. It's real talk.
Man, trust me.
L.A.X in the building, man. I'm telling you. It's real talk right here. Support Sempe. Everything is Sempe.
Everything's Sempe.
Everything is Sempe.
You know the meaning of Sempe.
So everybody that's watching the podcast, support it. Press like if you got a lot of love in your body.
Make sure.
Share it. Like, some people watch podcasts, and it was a great conversation. I said, but did you share it with your people? No. But if you like it, why wouldn't you share the knowledge with your people? It doesn't make sense to me. If I see a cool conversation, I'm sending it to my stalk all my like friends.
Watch it.
Yeah, watch it. Like, I get all. So if you like it and you got a lot of love in your heart, push it. Push his music as well. Support it. Go follow him on all his social channels. NandoLeaks, baby. If you want to see more, hey, follow the movement. Keep it out and keep it banging. L.A.X, NandoLeaks Real Talk. Pow!